Okay, welcome. This is James Possible. And in today's episode of Wealth Wise Wisdom, I'm going to talk about uh, wealth and some of its aspects, what it means, why it matters. And it's really more about why does it matter for you, right? Um, when I consider when I look at wealth and I think about wealth, I think about the end result. And the end result when it comes to wealth is a quality of life, right? Um, and then I might even ask the question, what is the quality of life I want to live, right? And so think about that. What is the quality of life I want to live? How would having wealth change how I live my life? How would having wealth change my life, right? What does wealth mean for you? Is it health? It's an easy answer. I think I get it. It's important, but I think it's an easy answer. It's almost like a Miss America answer. Um, is it spending time with your family? Is it spending uh, time with your partner, your close friends? Is it about charity? Is there something that you want to do that wealth would allow you to do to give back, right? Philanthropy, charity. Is it having more toys? Because we you don't begrudge yourself the want of toys. I think about Jay Leno and his collection of cars, and he's not alone. There's so many collecting things is I think it's just a human tendency, right? And so if there is something like that that's important to you, what is it? How would having financial prosperity and wealth, how would that affect your ability to collect certain things that you want to collect? Um, I'm thinking about travel. Do you want to travel globally? Do you want to? Are you maybe you're in the cosplay? I mean, I'm just throwing things out there. What are the things right now that may not be as easy for you to do as you would like them to be? That financial prosperity and wealth would absolutely enable you to do. Think about that. I think about the people around me, and I think about Africa as well, because there's so much happening in Africa right now. So much. And there's this move to visit and to enjoy and experience and come home in a sense, right? So what would it mean to be able to spend a month in Africa? For some of you, that might be a real thing. For some of you, it may be another continent that is important to you. What does financial prosperity and wealth mean for you? What is the quality of life you want to live? See, now this conversation comes back to the conversation of clarity, right? Because when we focus just on the money aspects of this, when we just focus on the money, it's not as provocative, it's not as emotional, it's not as inspirational. It doesn't have the same motivation, it doesn't have the same energy. But when we begin to look at the experiences of wealth that you and I might see, right? It begins to change the conversation. We begin to then have a reason. Let's go back to yesterday talking about habits, right? Now, the habits that you want to focus on take on a different light. They have a different energy, a different meaning, because you now can say to yourself, acknowledge to yourself that with financial prosperity and wealth, established wealth, the quality of life that I'm going to be living from this point forward is going to be much different. I will have more choices, or I will have choices that I don't have today. I'll be able to travel and do things that I've said no to in the past, that I never would have even dreamed possible. So energetically, this is lining you up with the clarity, the habits, and building the accumulation of wealth and financial prosperity. Where are you today financially, right? And tomorrow I'm going to talk about the foundation of wealth and what it really means. What is the foundation of wealth? It's important, but why is it important? What is it? But look at where you are today on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being difficult, challenging, 10 being bliss and ease. Where are you on that scale? What do you have to change when it comes to financial prosperity and wealth to move the needle to bliss and ease in your future? Do you know? What's the difference between rich versus wealthy? What does being rich mean to you? What does being wealthy mean to you? Are they the same or are they different? And what's different about them? So this conversation today is really about getting you to think beyond where you are, getting you to engage your relationship with money and wealth, with money and prosperity. Make a note of that here. And I think that's it. I think this is a great place to start. This is part 1. So we'll probably be coming back to this. But this is a great place to start. And it really lines up with clarity, habits, and wealth, the aspects of wealth. What is wealth for you? So this is James Possible. I will talk to you tomorrow. Until then, you have a wonderful day.